Assalamu alaikum. This is Shama Tuzara, and today we're going to discuss a very important topic of the kidney. And I am going to tell you in the very start that it's a very important topic if final year students are listening, and because according to our prof point of view, it's very important UQ. So starting our discussion, what of the today's topic, that is acute interstitial nephritis. So, first of all, the thing which will come in our mind, so for a very good understanding of a topic, you should think that first which points come in your mind after you hear a particular topic. So, today's topic is acute interstitial nephritis. So, what is coming in your mind? Let's just understand it as a layman person, that what is acute means that okay, something is going on very rapidly. Acute acute and if it's occurring rapidly, so of course it will cause damage, rapid damage. Fine. Moving on to interstitial. Now we know our kidney has two parts. It's the whole kidney, its tubules and its interstitium. So it means that there is interstitium is involved plus the tubules of the kidney. So from this nephritis, nephr part, you can imagine in your mind that tubules of the kidney are involved, then the interstitium of the kidney is involved. And what is happening acutely, that these two structures are involved, okay, I get it, but in which thing they are involved? So I'll repeat again, I've repeated it before too, that what does this word itis show? Very important. I will make it with another color, red. Itis indicates that inflammation is going on. Now just to, we have interpreted the whole word acute interstitial nephritis, actually three words, but the main disease. Now what we have interpreted, we have collected some words in our mind that okay, something is occurring rapidly, a rapid progressive damage is occurring. And where the damage is occurring, it is occurring within the tubules of the kidney, means the nephrons, and it is occurring within the interstitium of the kidney. And above all, what is happening? Inflammation. So this is basically the things which come in our mind, and it's very important. You can apply it to every disease. This method of studying, it's basically my own, I study like this way. So it's important. Now moving on to our basic point today, that okay, we'll now define this, that what is acute interstitial nephritis, is definition. You can easily tell this definition by your own self. You don't need to cram, you don't need to read from the books, because of course we have now understood the concept of this major disease. So what is its definition? That it is basically any acute or rapid deterioration of the kidney function due to the inflammation of the interstitium and tubules of the kidney. So basically due to the inflammation of the tubules and the interstitium of the kidney. Now another important point, that what sort of inflammation it is. So very important, just remember this word, it will help you in understanding the whole concept of this disease. So which type of inflammation here is, that it is basically an immune mediated inflammation. Now what does this immune mediated inflammation means? That it is not the offending agent that is damaging our body. So it is just my own body that is damaging my own system. So it's basically immune mediated inflammation, means my immune system is not angry on me, you can imagine, and it's not damaging my own body. So this is basically the concept of immune mediated inflammation, and just remember, it's very important, you should know this thing. Then moving on to next question that will come in your mind is that okay, we have understood the main concept of this disease, but who is the causing agent? Who is basically that agent, you can say, or the main culprit that is causing the whole acute interstitial nephritis? So just make it a bit funny, that who is the culprit who is causing it. This thing will come in your mind. So now we are going to talk about the causes of acute interstitial nephritis. So just imagine what we have studied, that what is happening in this disease, immune mediated inflammation. So just by remembering this word, this whole line or this whole phrase, you can easily recall the causes. So talking about the causes, First of all, how does inflammation occurs? Like, what are the causes of inflammation? First, if there is any infection, means an infectious agent or that has caused an infection in the body, against which our immune system will be acted, and it will then start to damage. So infection can be a one cause of immune mediated of this inflammation, means acute interstitial nephritis. So okay, infection comes in the mind. Now next will be that what sort of infection. Now this is very important. TB, if patient is having tuberculosis, it can cause it. If patient is having leptospirosis, it can cause acute interstitial nephritis. Then if a patient is having any acute bacterial pyelonephritis, that can cause it, or infection like hantavirus, and even hepatitis B, HIV. So these are also the conditions in which acute interstitial, that which can cause basically acute interstitial nephritis. So first thing come into mind are infection against which our immune system becomes active and inflammation occurs. Okay. Second, if there is any allergen, okay, there can be an allergic reaction. So second thing which come in your mind is that okay, there may be any allergic reaction or it can be allergen induced. In allergens you can remember the drugs. So just to recall all the drugs which cause acute interstitial nephritis, if there is a mnemonic, you can remember P's. Fine. So just to recall that what are the agents that causing it, you remember the P. Plus you can remember, as we know that it's just a mnemonic, PWS, it's a patient welfare society. So you can remember that this patient is not acutely damaged and we have sent it to PWS, anything you can relate. So P, W and S, it's the mnemonic to remember the drugs that cause acute interstitial nephritis. Okay. Now what does this P interprets? P's, you can remember 5 drugs from this P. Fine. So first is P. We call P is that when you pass more urine. So remember the drug, which is a drug that causes more urination. Of course, diuretics. So diuretics can be a cause. Then remember pain free. Now when we have to become pain free, what we do, we'll take analgesics, and most common are we take NSAIDs. So okay, NSAIDs can cause it. Fine. Moving on to P, that is proton pump inhibitors, it can cause it. Then penicillins, antibiotic, we mostly use penicillins and it can cause acute interstitial nephritis if taken in toxic doses. Same for PPIs. Fine. And other P is that okay, as we write the word rifampin, you make this P capital. So rifampin can cause it. And why rifampin? Because we know one of its cause is tuberculosis, and we use rifampin in the treatment for tuberculosis. So for that thing you can just link it all. Then moving on to W and S. From S you can remember sulfa drugs. So all the sulfa drugs, they can cause also acute interstitial nephritis. And from W is basically our major anticoagulant, that is warfarin. So warfarin can cause it. So these are it's just basically a short mnemonic which I've made, PWS. By remembering this mnemonic, you can easily recall all the allergens or the drugs that cause acute interstitial nephritis. And why I have so stressed on this mnemonic, because the most common cause of acute interstitial nephritis is this drug induced. So you should basically know the names of the drugs so that you can proceed forward. Okay, so the third thing which comes in your mind is that which can cause interstitial nephritis is that okay, there may be some toxins that can cause it. And to remember these toxins, you can easily recall the word M, just 2 M's, myeloma light chains, and the second is mushrooms. These mushrooms are very bad, they are causing toxicity in many of the diseases. So you can remember that mushrooms are the major toxins. Fine. And other cause that comes in your mind that we know, what was it? It was an immune mediated inflammation. Remember? So some immune disorders in which our immunity will become active, that can cause acute interstitial nephritis. So I hope it's of no use to cram this all. You can easily reproduce this all in your mind. So some immune mediated diseases. or immune mediated disorders. They can also be a cause of acute interstitial nephritis. Now, what are they? Whenever this word immune mediated disorder come in your mind, two very common disorders are systemic lupus erythematosus, or again an S, Sjogren's syndrome. And when the immune system become active, if any transplant is rejected, so any acute transplant rejection, in it our immune system becomes mad, and when a person goes mad, or when a thing goes mad, it then damages everything without even looking at what are the benefits or what will it cause to our body. So this is the cause. Another important cause is some collagen vascular diseases. Now, why collagen vascular diseases? That they can cause fibrosis and damage to the kidneys. So yes, they are also a cause. So what are the collagen vascular diseases? You can easily remember sarcoidosis. Fine. So here are all the causes or all the culprits that were causing this whole disease, acute interstitial nephritis. Just a brief overview of the causes. What are the causes? First of all, so we're talking about immune mediated inflammation. Okay, come on, quick, in your own minds. We're talking about immune mediated inflammation. Now, what is happening? Inflammation. Why? Because of immune system who is gone mad. So the first thing which you can easily recall is, since it's immune mediated, so every disorder which causes more immunity in our body, more immune active, can cause this disease. So immune mediated disorders like SLE, Sjogren's syndrome, transplant rejection. Moving on, that any infection can cause, so all the infections I've discussed before, any allergen against which our immune system is active, that can cause. So for that I've made the mnemonic PWS, or any toxins, for that I've made a mnemonic 2Ms, mushrooms and the myeloma light chains, and some collagen vascular diseases like sarcoidosis. So these are the all causes of acute interstitial nephritis. So I hope after listening this video you will never ever cram or just get confused about the causes. Oh my god, this, I remember this, I recall this. So it's just so easy, you can easily produce by your own self. Okay, I hope you like the video. If you do so, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. See you in the next video.